This is a very fun look. I had fun creating it, and if you're interested in seeing how I did it, keep watching. Hey guys, welcome back. This is the look I'll be working on today. It is a matte versus metallic look. I tried to keep the colors as close to each other as possible so they look the same, even though one is matte and the other is metallic. So my lips as well, metallic versus matte. And I went for a blue and a green and purple look just because it's almost springtime and I'm kind of craving some color. And yeah, so if you're interested in seeing how I created this, keep watching. Hey guys, so I will be using 3 shades of green on my eyes. I'll be using this dark green, that's metallic green, and that matte green right there. So starting with the dark green has a little bit of shimmer. So I'm gonna apply that to the inner corner of my eyes and bring it up to a little past halfway on the top of my eyelid. So the deep green, the first shade that I'm using here is the base, and then I will apply the metallic green on top of this deep green base. The reason for that is that if I only apply the metallic to my skin without the deep green base, the metallic tends to look a little bit more white and not so green, but I want the green to pop, so I'm using this darker green as a base, and then the metallic will go over it, and that will bring out the green and the metallic at the same time. There is a little bit of fallout when using this palette, but it's not much, so we're not gonna worry too much about it. Yay, metallic done. Now let's move on to the other eye with this matte shade right here. And I'm gonna pretty much do the same thing. The application is gonna be the same. The only difference is going to be the shades that I'm using. And so yeah, this is pretty much the same thing, but just with a matte green. I also wanted to say that I am cleaning the brush in between on a wipe. I'm just editing that part out because you know you don't need to see that. But in order not to get the shimmer or the metallic on the matte eye and vice versa, I am wiping the brush before using it on the other side. Now let us darken the corners, the outer corners of the eyes with some basic black eyeshadow. I'm gonna use the same shade of black on both sides, so I'm not gonna be using a metallic black or anything. It's just gonna be black. So the green is where the main difference will be, but the black is gonna be all the same. Next, I am going to apply a little bit of white eyeshadow to the inner corner of my eye. I'm not gonna leave it that white. I'm gonna blend that up a little bit just because I don't want it to stand out too much. But I am also using the same shade of white in both corners of my eyes, and it is not a metallic white, it's just regular white eyeshadow. Now I am dusting the my bottom eyelids with the same shades that I used on the top. So the matte green on the top will be used to dust my bottom lid in matte green as well. And on the metallic side, I will also use the metallic green to dust my lower lid to give it a little bit of shadow with the same shade before I line my eyes. Here I'm pretty much doing the same thing with the metallic green. I'm just applying a little bit of metallic green to my bottom lid and blurring it out with my fingers and with the brush. With that done, let's do some contouring. I'm contouring my nose with a little bit of powder. I believe I used my NYX contour palette here. And then after contouring with after contouring my nose, I'm just applying a little bit of powder to the rest of my face, to my forehead, and everywhere else that needs it. I believe I did a liquid contouring earlier with my foundation before doing my eyes, but I did not really apply my powder foundation as a finishing touch, so I'm doing that here. And I'm going to apply a little bit of highlight. I'm using the shimmery white highlight. It's actually almost white, but it's like an off-white highlight. I've shown it before. It's in my NYX palette. It's a very light shade. This is a cool tone makeup, so I decided to go for that very white highlight. Now I'm applying some blush for a splash of color in my cheeks. I'm using a pale pink blush. Yay, lippy time! And yes, I'm going for purple lips. It looks kind of pink like my nails, but it's actually purple. I've got this metallic purple lippy from... Wait, is that a lipstick? I think that's eyeshadow. Actually, the thing in the box is the Cookian eyeshadow, but it's purple and metallic. And then I've got this liquid lipstick that is a nice, juicy, delicious OMG purple shade. And that's what I'm going to be using. I'm basically applying it to my entire lips because I want that purple base, just like I did with my eyebrows, with my eyelids. I'm going to apply the metallic to 1/2 of my lips because I already have the matte purple base, so I just need to make it look metallic. So that's why I applied the liquid lipstick first and then the metallic eyeshadow on top of it, because I do not have metallic lipstick. So an eyeshadow works just fine. I mean, it's all makeup. They're all interchangeable anyways. Everybody knows that by now. I noticed that my finger applies this metallic a lot better than a brush. Plus, I don't want to mess up my base. So since I can be a lot more careful with my finger, that's why I'm using my finger. With everything applied, I'm just setting it with my spray and let that dry. And voila, we have our matte versus metallic. I love it. I'm not sure which side I prefer. I think one side looks a little bit more glamorous and more polished than the other. I think the metallic side looks a little bit more glamorous than the matte side, but I like both. So guys, this is the final result. I really like it. It's very fun. Of course, I don't plan on going out wearing this. I just wanted to create a matte versus metallic look on my face at the same time, using the same colors to see how it turns out. And I think it turned out pretty nicely. So yeah, this is a finished product. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.